What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna make another video. I got my vanilla latte. Can you see that? With oat milk. Fantastic drink. It's always a fantastic drink. Oat milk is just smooth. I mean, it's not as thick as regular milk, you know, but it's always so smooth, and it always tastes so good. It's fantastic. It gets rid of the disgusting coffee taste, I'm telling you. But yeah, I hope everyone today is having a great day. I think it'll be a shorter video. We'll see. I mean, the last one was only, 9 minutes, maybe 10, so none of them are really long. But I didn't watch it today. JD Vance had a feature, if you will, on the Charlie Kirk show on his podcast to kind of fill the seat. And I think it's really good that happened. It makes sense, and it's also like insane that the vice president filled in. Like, really, like think about it. That's so crazy. The whole week has been so crazy in so many ways. A lot of people have let it be known who they truly are inside. Not because of the initial reactions, but the doubling down. The initial reactions are always disgusting, of course, but with emotions so high, I mean, I think it's really tough to gauge that's how someone feels. No, I don't think that's necessarily fair. People make mistakes all the time. It's the doubling down when the dust settles and you have a moment to really think about the things you've said and done to somebody. What's your reaction? Is it, oh my gosh, I need to do some searching and I need to be better? Or is it, I'm going to double down and be even more disgusting? I don't know. I do know. I saw it. I saw it firsthand, and I heard some people at work, but I've been off for the last few days. But I heard people initially, and I'm happy I didn't get to see how they reacted the day after. I didn't hear them. It didn't matter, which is good. It does matter. It's good I didn't hear them is what I mean. JD Vance said something. I didn't watch it. I was out and about playing disc golf for the first time. It's a beautiful day here in the Western Washington, Seattle area. Beautiful day. But we are going to have to come to some difficult truths going forward. I think the majority of Americans will finally be able to exhale a sigh of relief, because what has been common sense to just about 70% of the general populace will now have to be told to the other 30% day in and day out, which is going to be fantastic, because lying to them obviously hasn't been doing them any good. And we know what we're talking about. It's not just abortion and how evil it is, because it is evil, but it's the whole trans ideology and how destructive it is, because it is destructive. And how these people, even though it's through the internet, they're real people with real lives that deserve respect. I think today that's going to be the general video. That's all I'm going to put out. Less than 5 minutes long, it looks like. But it's going to be interesting to see how these truths come. And I really do think, personally, it starts with babies and protecting those who cannot protect themselves, those with no voice through the whole formation of their life that they have up until birth, and then after that as well. We got to protect the babies. We got to bring back. If you cannot defend the most innocent, they who have done no wrong, then you can justify the assassination, the murder, and the death of anyone. I don't want to do that. I don't think we should. And I believe most people feel that way. That's what is so stupid about making these videos, is why am I saying what most people believe? Most people believe it. Oh, Jaden, you're preaching to the choir. I hope. I don't know anymore. I hope. Sorry, that's my charger coming out. I hope I'm preaching to the choir. I hope when somebody listens to this, they're like, oh, this is common sense. Well, of course we got to protect the most defenseless, the most innocent, the babies. Okay, so why does 1.5 million of them die every year? Every year. You want to talk about genocide. You don't want to talk about genocide. You want to deflect. You're insincere. They're all insincere. Really, they don't care. And it's so... It's frustrating. It's sad. And you just gotta pray for them. You gotta keep working, right? You gotta keep the faith. Maybe it is gonna be longer than 5 minutes, because now I'm thinking about how frustrating it is and how disingenuous, dishonest, and how they want to grasp at straws that they don't even believe and they don't even think are there. So am I talking? Am I preaching to the choir? Am I talking to people that actually agree? Like the majority? If it's the majority, why are we so scared to say it out loud? Oh, what if I lose my job? What if you do lose your job? I'd rather be 100%, and anyone can send this to whoever they think it'll do them some form of justice. I'd rather be unemployed by a company. I'd rather not have a job than work for a company that believes it's okay to day in and day out continue the mass genocide of helpless, innocent babies. I'd rather be unemployed. So that's fine, right? That is the conclusion I've come to. And it's so dramatic. Why would you say that? Why are you putting it? Why are you saying the stakes are such? Well, they are. They are, obviously. You cannot speak out against the machine, right? Oh, cliche words. Wow. Without taking a hit. It's fine. Really. All of you retards, all of you disingenuous people I don't agree with, whom I'm name calling. But I'm doing it in a way of you set things back, right? You think I'm only speaking mentally. And I also mean that, but I mean you set things back. Things do not progress forward because of you. You are not productive in any way at all. And it's so telling day in and day out. This has been the most telling, truly. It's frustrating. I'm going to keep saying the same talking points over and over and over again. Mostly because that's what I care about, right? I care about that a lot. And, I used to think and believe, let's talk with logic. I still believe that, actually. I think logic is the best way to connect with somebody, even more in a place like America, because we don't all have the same religious beliefs, and I cannot think that you will understand my position because we don't have the same religious beliefs. So I thought logic was the route to go. But logic doesn't work with the emotional left. That's all they are. They're all emotional. And they don't care. They're disingenuous with their logic. Oh, I don't agree with this because it doesn't approve my worldview. That's okay, fine. Fine. You know what does agree with my worldview? My religion is my worldview. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. And I'm no longer going to allow you to direct the conversation disingenuously, dishonestly, because you don't actually care, and you're also not intelligent enough to comprehend anything. You're not, and we all know that. And it's come out. It's all only come out as truth. What we've all speculated, but hoped wasn't true, has been proven to be true. So that's it. I think going forward is going to be incredibly telling, right? But it's time for truth to really just come back to the forefront of the conversation. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. Life begins at conception, and we got to stop killing babies, and we got to bring back some sense of base morality. transgenderism and that ideology is destructive and disgusting because it's been proven and shown to be destructive and disgusting. Show me what's gotten better in the last 30 years, in the last 20 years, since all of this has come. Don't even get me started on communism and the mental retardation it takes to try to flip that bill from all of you failed capitalists who realize none of you have anything to actually give to the society you want and believed was there, and then you got mad at that. That's a whole different discussion, but one I may also touch on pretty often because, God, just the idea of you freaks thinking communism is the route to go because you've proven that you have nothing to offer. So you think communism's it because you're a loser? Because you're a loser retard who can't make anything productive or help anything that's already been made, because that's the other part. You couldn't even find a position to help be productive in. Interesting. It's interesting. It's all false. You're all living delusionally. And I do believe it started with peddling the idea that babies are not babies until they're born. What? That's insane. Babies are babies from moment of conception, from the moment a woman is pregnant. And I get that's difficult to comprehend for people who don't even know the difference between a man and a woman in the first place. So I think it's really good that JD Vance brought that up. Truth has always been what matters. And I've tried to be a purveyor of that my whole life, to the detriment of everybody around me, of many people, not everybody, but many people around me. Oh, Jaden, that's not nice. You need to be nice. God didn't call me to be nice. God never called me to be nice. He called me to be kind and to be loving and to be steadfast in my faith. And I will be. But nice? He never called me to be nice. Okay, I think that's it for today. Like I've said, the last few episodes, episodes, what do we call these? Everyone calls them episodes, right? It's like a thing. I don't know if I'll make one tomorrow. I don't know how long I'll do this for. It's crazy. It's stupid for me to be making these. Who am I? I'm nobody. Just a guy who wants to go to work knowing that the people I work with wouldn't cheer because I was shot and or killed just because I have a different opinion. So now, because I feel like that isn't what's happening, you get videos from me. Nobody cares, and I know that, and that's fine. This is just so a 28-year-old man can rant. Thanks for listening. Peace and love. Fight for Americans. That's what I'll be doing. God bless.